Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cyberpunk on the Spot. My name is JonJonTheWise, and we are here to play an improvisational game of Cyberpunk 2020 in Red, a hybrid rule system. This is not, unfortunately, this is not the full Red rules that you'll be watching and enjoying, which I'm sure my players would love to be a part of.
I really would, yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately I cannot share those secrets with the public. Not yet.
I understand.
But we're here to play Cyberpunk and to show you guys that you can still be playing Cyberpunk even though you're waiting for the core release. There is still Cyberpunk happening out there, and it's happening here right now. And we are continuing our story in Night City, where the players work for a shadow organization. Well, I should say they worked for a shadow organization until this organization decided to do some shady things and try to kill all the players. And
what did I miss?
oh, wait a minute. Where you weren't there for this?
No, I don't think I was.
I was. I saw everything.
I was at the church massacre. That's the last thing I remember.
That's where it started. That was like that was like step one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
The last playthrough, we've been burned. We're being hunted.
Oh my god, yeah, I haven't seen all of that yet.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, just to give you guys a recap if you haven't, because you don't have to watch it in order, and this wasn't even supposed to have an order. This was supposed to just be improv. But this plot just happened naturally, and we're going with it, and it's fun. So, in the last episode of Cyberpunk on the Spot, the players were sent on a job by the Shadow Organization to drop off a vehicle in the combat zone, where they were summarily ambushed by some other people, and they won the fight. Went over to those other people, took their helmets off, took their masks off. Turns out they're employees just like them of the same shadow organization, and things are going bad. So most of the players now are just, they've stepped out of the shadow organization, they've moved on, and they're on their own, but they're still working together because they are working together in this tragedy or whatever you want to call it, and through this struggle they're coming together and try to find a solution. But before we get into all that, let's introduce our players. And we'll start from the left going to the right. We'll start with Axel. Please tell us about your character, your role, and anything special about your character.
What's going on? I'm Axel, the secretive solo, so to speak. And, same as before, grew up in an arcology family, being blackmailed by them along with another corporation. And I'm just hearing the breaking news about being hunted by the Shadow Organization.
Yep, you're in like IRL. You're just hearing about it, but your character had known about this for a while now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because he was one of those that's been hunted too.
I totally know.
Oh yeah,
I totally know.
You totally know. It's in the know.
Yeah.
Even though you don't know. This is the first time your character knows more than you do. It's like reverse metagaming.
I know, it's really strange, isn't it? My character's 2 steps ahead of me.
I know. Alright, let's move on. And you're playing a solo, correct?
Yes, I am.
Alright, now let's move on to Patch Job.
Hello, I'm playing Patch Job, a medtech. Grew up in the Republic of Texas. Former trauma team, ended up pissing off the wrong people, not trauma team per se, and ended up taking all of his younger siblings and moved to Night City, and now he's finding himself being hunted by yet another powerful corporation.
Yeah, just can't stay out of trouble, man.
I just can't.
Alright, moving on to a new player to the group. This is his first time joining us on Cyberpunk on the Spot. Dave D is playing Scribe. Give us some info on Scribe, Dave.
Scribe grew up in the UK. Corporate parents, they got extracted, ended up in Night City. He hasn't lost his accent. He's a media, so he's looking at trying to find the real scoop on what this shadow organization's doing and get the word out on the street.
Very good. Nice. This is the first media I've had in my game, in any game. No one ever makes a media. It's always a solo. So
I thought I'd give it a try.
It's awesome. I like it. I love it. I'm excited to see what you're going to do with it. All right, so with the introductions out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, why don't I take you to Night City, where our players have been hunted for quite some time, and unfortunately for them, they weren't able to go to Lucky's anymore, the pawn shop, where they usually would buy their goods using the coin that they would receive from the Shadow Organization. They'd show it to Lucky. Lucky would show them what he's hauled that week or that month. But all is not lost, because one of their fellow employees, co-workers, you want to call it, of this Shadow Organization, he said he's given it all up. He's like, I'm done. I'm not doing any of this merc work. And now I'm just fencing things that I find that I have that I've hoarded, and things that I find off the streets. And that is your good buddy Mr. Fister. And that is from our player Van Wassen, who has informed me that he can no longer be a part of, because he has work, school, and all kinds of stuff. So he's busy, but he will live on in our campaign as our new shopkeeper. And he asks you guys to meet him in an alley near Studio City and shows you his wares. This is the kind of stuff he has on him, and if there's anything you guys want to purchase, let me know, or need information on, let me know.
Is that a node detector next to the handcuffs, or?
Yeah, exactly. This will help a non-netrunner find a node.
Alright, well, I'm actually gonna, if anyone else wants it, I'm gonna snag this silencer. So I still don't have one yet, so...
Yeah, sure. And so basically it gives you a +2 stealth check when ambushing from medium-long range, as well as being a quiet firearm. Do you guys see anything else?
The laser sight. Is it a laser sight?
Yeah, laser sight gives you +1 to hit with any firearm.
Yeah, I'll take that. I need the help.
Alright, sounds good. Sold. $700. Silencer is $1,000.
If nobody wants it, I want to take the handcuffs.
Alright, they're yours. I'll tell you the fluff. The fluff is DV 30 strength check or athletic check to escape. So very difficult to escape.
What is the Militech Adaptive Biosteel?
That is a top of the line item, very rare, and Mr. Fister's got it in the trunk of his Tesla truck. And it is +1 to your body stat. It is a liquid biosteel that is poured into your flesh and becomes hardened inside of you.
And he's just gonna do this right out the truck, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I raise my body above 10 with this? Because my body is of 10 right now.
Yeah,
so
you
could I
can.
make it an 11?
Yeah.
Alright, does anyone else want this? Because I have the eddies for it, and I'll take it, but if any of you guys want it, it's yours first, so...
Nah, not interested.
I already have subdermal plates, and I don't have the money, so...
Well, I'll take it then.
Alright, big spender.
Yeah.
Hot ticket item. You guys, anybody want the gun scope? Maybe you can haggle a price.
You know what? I'll go ahead and see. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can haggle the price for the gun scope.
Alright, why don't you give me... Oh, and I'll use his character sheet. Why don't you give me a persuasion? No.
Do just roll empathy, because I don't have persuasion.
Yeah, do empathy +7. Or, sorry, plus your stat. I'm sorry, empathy plus a d10. That's what I meant to say. Oh, right. Oh, and then add your stat to it.
Yeah, so that's +6.
Oh, 11. You barely beat him. Alright. So you haggle with him, and sounds like Mr. Fister is willing to do a deal for you because he understands your situation. He'll give you half off on this thing.
Half off?
Yeah.
So half of that would be
1650.
1650.
That's correct.
Shit. Okay. If we're still haggling, could I do a barter as well?
Yeah, you want to lower it a little more?
I have synth coke.
Oh. And you know what? Mr. Fister might want it. Alright, why don't you roll the same roll again, and then we'll add +2 to yours. Oh, you gotta beat a 16, though. 15,
so then
right?
Coke
So
is
it's plus 6.
Coke is a winner. You got this.
With the Coke, he's sending you over the edge.
Alright.
All right, with the Coke, you're able to haggle with him. So what? How much?
How much I want for this? For the Coke or for the scope?
For the scope, you're trading the Coke. You're giving him Coke.
Right. 400.
All right, so 1250.
Yep.
All right, take it, damn it. And give me that bag. That's what he says.
Alright.
And that gives you a +2 to hit on on any firearm. All right. And with that, Mr. Fister puts everything else away, closes the door on his truck, gets in the driver's seat, and closes the door in that order. And he says to you guys, good luck. You might never see me again.
Oh, don't say that, man.
Then goodbye, Mr. Fister.
See you
And
later.
he peels out and leaves the scene. And you guys are here in Studio City, Night City. And the reason you guys are here is because of a tip that you got. Now, the problem with this shadow organization is you guys have been looking for any information. The way it's always worked out is they send you a text message of a location and the client, and you're on your own and you're expected to get the job done. You don't know who you're talking to. You call the number back, it's a dead number. You try to trace it in any way that you can with some of your Netrunner buddies, and no one can really get anything on this. So after dead end and more contacts, you guys finally got some sort of lead. Some sort of information of how this shadow organization works. They have these people that are called data collectors in the shadow organization, and these people walk around with data on you guys, your name, your phone number, where you live, your background, it's your files and everything. And these collectors are protected, and they're anonymous, and they're code named, and they're all over Night City holding on to this information because they don't trust it being in one place at one time. So there's maybe a handful of these data collectors out there. That's the only lead that you have. And you know that one of these data collectors frequents a mega club in Studio City, Night City, which is called the Maiden's Kiss. And it's one of those super giant clubs that have multiple rooms, upstairs, downstairs. It's just this giant campus type of area where corporates go and they party with celebrities and all kinds of stuff, as the studios are right nearby. So you know that you're looking for a data collector in the Maiden's Kiss, and you're just outside of this nightclub when you guys meet up here. Only you three know about this. Everybody else in the organization hasn't learned about it. So you're hearing the sounds of the nightclub inside. There's a giant line outside the door, and this is a sight to see. It's a giant warehouse connected to other warehouses, and it's beautifully decorated. There's top of the line exotic cars parked outside in front of it. This is a legit place. You can't just walk in with dirty clothes and stuff like that. You just won't be let in. So why don't you guys let me know how you came dressed to this place?
Did we know about this beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing I definitely pulled out my good clothes, which would be just kind of like, not like, a perfect kind of crisp corporate suit, but something where I could probably pass it off as one.
Okay, and is it conducive enough? Can you hide your weapons in it?
Yes, I can, because I only have a pistol.
Okay, so you have a pistol in your coat pocket?
Yes.
All right, Patch Job, what about you?
So, how Patch Job would come dressed up is he would come up in a suit, like unbuttoned, no tie and such. It would be the long, jacket, almost like a trench coat. Anybody with eye for fashion would know all of this stuff is knockoff. It's very cheap, but it looks the part. He can pass it. His hair's kind of messy, and I'm able to hide most of my stuff in it.
Yeah, I believe they call it baggy chic, or what do they call it? Poor man chic.
Poor man, she.
All right,
Yeah.
I like that. What about you, Scribe?
Yeah, I'll smarten up. Light blue trousers, jacket, sort of a suit jacket, but with just like a plain t-shirt underneath. Sleeves pulled up on the jacket. That kind of like 80s Miami Vice look.
Okay, very good. Very good. So you guys definitely look like, at least Axel looks like he belongs. Patchjob and Scribe look like you're trying to belong. But that doesn't mean that's out of the ordinary, because a lot of people here are trying to look like they belong. A lot of people shouldn't even be around these parts. And you guys are trying to just get into this nightclub. Now, to set the scene, it's just a giant line, and there's only one way to get in. You either get in through this line, or you figure out another way. The bouncers in the front are giant, big dudes, cyberware. They have assault rifles just out, and
Wow.
they just have them out. Police patrol the streets in the area, and they don't say anything, they don't do anything, they just drive by. And you guys know that Studio City is kind of protected by the Hollywood of Night City, the Haywood as they call it. And this is where the nightlife of all the rich and famous, this is where it converges in one spot.
Okay, are we all together or spread along the line?
You guys are together just looking at it, looking at the line, looking at the building and everything.
Yeah, so we're like a way we can plan on what we can do without looking like we're obviously planning on what to do.
Oh yeah, no. So it's like on a street corner too. So there's like cars driving by, people walking by, street performers. It's a city, you know. It's a city thing. Just three guys hanging out talking to each other is exactly what's going on all over the place.
Okay.
Okay, guys, what do we know about this data
He
collector?
rolls initiative. Uh-oh, Patchjob, what are
Uh-oh.
you trying to do?
Oh, no. I do not try to do anything. I don't know how I rolled.
Just like
Leroy
Patchjob just pulls out his pistol and
Jenkins.
instantly aims
Off he
for...
goes.
Oh my god.
I don't know how I did that. No, I was
I
just
don't know
looking through
this
my
man.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
believe you this time.
Okay.
So you were saying, who was it? Scribe?
Yeah, what do we know about the data collector? Do we know male, female?
You have no idea. You don't even know what their name is. You just know that one frequents this area called the Maiden's Kiss, this mega club.
So I actually have a node detector already. I bought it a while back.
Okay.
I want to see, because if they have this information on us, I'm thinking they might have some connection to the net. So I just want to see from out here if we can try to get any confirmation that they're inside, if we even can access it from out here.
So what you can do is basically find out where a node is, but you wouldn't be able to actually connect to it unless you're a net runner. But what you can do is, if you have some kind of program that is like a virus or something, you can just destroy the node or sabotage it or do something like that.
Well, my plan's not going to work, so what about you guys? Do you think we can lie our way in?
I mean... Scribe, you're a media, right?
Yeah,
You got a press pass, right?
it's an old one. It's expired. I've got a few of them. I could try and...
I was just about to say, do you really think they're gonna look at, like, the year? I doubt that. I think you just flash it into them, you act like you belong here, we're your crew members. I'm your bodyguard. Patch job is to make sure that we don't need to, clean
Heck.
you from the pavement,
Right.
and
And I'm
just act like we belong, and we'll
Yeah,
follow.
and- I could say that I'm the recorder. I have cyberware in my eye. I could make it shine red and pretend that I'm recording.
That works too, yeah. We could do
Yeah.
that, and I'll just follow on behind. I'm the muscle.
Yeah, let's just walk up like we own the place and see how we do.
All right, so you do just that. You walk straight up. Before we do that, why don't I get your credibility? How many points do you have in credibility, Dave?
6.
You have 6 points. Why don't you roll me, let's see here, intelligence plus credibility plus a d10. Okay, very good. And let's see here. Okay, so what you see in front of you is a bunch of people trying to get in, arguing with this bouncer, and then some of them are just walking in and the bouncers are just letting them in, no problem. Then you have people in line saying like, why'd you let that guy in? What the hell's going on? And as this is going on, you walk straight up to one of the bouncers and he puts his hand up and says, lines that way.
Good evening. Pull out the pass. I'm after some stories. You know, good word here and there. Get this place even more. Good publicity. Drop your names in it as well. Just let us in. Half an hour. Get the story. I'll be gone. No worries. I've got my crew. You won't hear a thing from us.
What's your pass look like? What's the name on it? Is there any news station that it's part of or anything?
It would be for the old Solo of Fortune magazine.
And, okay. And then does it say Scribe on it?
It would be my name.
Okay, perfect. So this guy looks at you. What pass, man? And then he like slowly looks at the pass and then realizes that it says Solo of Fortune, and he goes, "Oh shit! Oh!" And he taps one of the other bouncers and says, "Hey, they're here from Solo of Fortune." And he goes, "Oh man, I subscribed to that magazine for years." And let's see, does this guy recognize you? He does not. Maybe the other guy, he takes a look at you. No, he doesn't recognize you, but he recognizes the magazine. And he says, what kind of scoop do you have on this place?
You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
Shit. Hold on. He brings you guys in, all three of you. He just brings you in and takes you inside, and he says, just follow me. And you guys walk in with him. You're walking past people. You're going through security. He's saying, they're with me. They're with me. And then there's this small lounge on the left-hand side where he brings you in. And it's just like a few small seating area. And there's complimentary alcohol sitting at that table. And he says, yeah, sit down. Sit down right here if you'd like. It's away from the dance floor and away from everybody.
Okay, thanks very much.
And he says, so yeah, what is it? Spill it.
The word is there's a top European solo and his team are in town. So we're trying to see if we can dig him out, see why he's here.
And he says, he scratches his chin and he says, you know, there were some particular types that have been walking in today. More than the usual. You know, they look like your buddy there. And he points at Axel.
Can you give me descriptions? We've just got...
Well, there was one guy with the green mohawk. Pretty big. I think he was packing. Definitely he was packing. Then there was this other guy. And I don't know if he was European, but he had a really sleek suit. And he had a little guy with him that he was protecting. You know, one of those artist types. And other than that, just your usual corporate goons. You know how it is.
I just want to go ahead and ask also, and did you happen to see anybody that was trying a little too hard to hide? Like they had wanted to blend in, or they didn't really want to get noticed?
He thinks about it and he says, to be honest with you, everyone's trying to hide from somebody in Night City. I wouldn't notice it as something out of the ordinary.
Is there anyone in here we should avoid? Any of the regulars that we don't want to get in the way of?
Well, I'd avoid most of the security personnel for the people that are here. And also, we got a celebrity coming in later. We're having Octonaut here. And why don't you guys get me a cool check?
Cool?
Yeah,
Would general knowledge work or just flat
general
cool?
knowledge is good too, yeah. Alright, Patch Job and Axel, you guys have actually heard of Octonaut. He's a famous celebrity and rock star, and looks like he's going to be performing here, and that's probably why this place is so packed. This guy is from another. He's going from state to state. He's on his U.S. tour right now, and I believe his last performance is going to be in Night City at the Maiden's Kiss, this nightclub that you're at. And he says, this bouncer says, I'd avoid any of his security because they mean business.
We'll do everything we can. We don't want to cause any trouble. We're just here to get information on our solo, and then we'll be out of your hair. You won't hear anything from us.
And as he's standing there with you guys, he gets a call. We got a 1311 at the door, and he says, for fuck's sake. All right, I gotta go. And he heads over to where you guys came from. And basically the only other way out of here is to the ticket area where they sell tickets, where you guys had already passed, or deeper into this nightclub where there's a main dance floor right outside of the hallway that you guys are looking at. It's just this giant dance floor. You can hear the music in the background and people dancing, having a good time.
So he just went ahead and left us alone?
Yeah, you guys are in.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, in we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's start looking for needle in a haystack.
That's
Let's
one
see.
way of putting it.
So then, if this is the case, I know who's coming. This celebrity. I guess we would have told everybody who he is.
Yeah.
This famous rocker boy, basically.
Yeah, sure. And I'm sure that it kind of rang a bell to you guys after he brought it up. And, you know, he's no Johnny Silverhand, obviously, but he's somebody. And right now, in this giant dance floor area on the main stage, there is like a Cirque du Soleil act where they're doing like trapeze work and all kinds of contortionist stuff to music. And you see to your left-hand side is a different genre of music playing in a different nightclub setting that is exactly connected to this one. You could just go from nightclub to nightclub.
Damn, that is impressive.
And looking further to the left, past that area, is even another one with a different theme.
Oh my
and it just
God.
keeps going.
How many of them are here?
Why don't I get a streetwise or general knowledge?
Oh, I have neither of those skills, so... Oh boy, would someone else like to do that?
Well, Patch Job got it. So, Patch Job, you know that this nightclub, it has at least 10 different rooms. And you think that there might be even a basement floor to some of them.
Oh, shit.
Oh my days.
And how many people would you think are in here right now?
Right now, you're looking at easily 1,500 people, and then it's pretty much the same in each room past that.
So we're
It's
trying
just-
to find a single person out of 1,500.
Times 10.
Right. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Does everybody have we all have our subdermal communication, right?
No.
You don't? Okay.
Yeah, remember, it's like his first day here. Patch Job, you and I are probably linked in, but...
Well, other than that, you guys probably would have to yell in each other's ear to say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Because of how loud the music is.
Okay. Well, then we can connect to Scribe with his agent. We could just send messages to each other. Because if we stay together, we would be a lot more secure. But if they know what we look like and they see all of us together, then they would have an easier way to get away from us, as opposed to if we were spread out and then we could try to cut them off and such. That's what I think.
Yeah, definitely if they need to the way out is the way you came, and then all the way at the end of the 10 rooms, there's another exit. There are like emergency exits, but most people have to file out of one direction. So it's kind of like a semicircle that you would travel in, and then the exit would be there.
Okay.
So we split up then?
Yeah, I guess so. Who's going where?
Guess I'll go to the farthest end towards the other exit. I'll try to make my way there quickly, and I guess while I'm making my way there, I'll try to roll awareness to see if I catch anything.
Let me get rid of all this stuff here so we can have a little visual.
Of how ginormous this place is.
Yeah.
See, we may cover more ground, but I swear one of us is gonna get like shot in one of the groups.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna be like John Wick.
absolutely. God, I have that 3-round burst mod on me on the off chance.
Dude, I bought an SMG and I put my IP in learning how to use that.
All right, you
I
guys.
mean, Scribe, do you feel comfortable traveling alone? You know, you
Yeah.
could do the talking, I could do the muscle, but we could cover more ground if
I'm alright
we all split up.
Up
Though.
close. I've got my
I
hands.
get you.
All right,
That's
let me
good,
just put
just
you
make
guys
it
on the map here, just to give us a visual. Okay, so you guys are in this first room, and like I said, there are Cirque du Soleil performers. And in this next room, in room 2, it's a jungle theme, and they have some kind of industrial jungle style music playing, some drum and bass and stuff like that.
Is the map on Roll20?
Oh shoot, I didn't bring you guys in. Sorry, my bad. There you go. My crude drawing.
I
Wow.
think it's beautiful, John.
Thank you. This is how you know it's on the spot, ladies and gentlemen. There, I made boxes, so it's not so hard to look at.
All
I
right.
guess I'll quickly make my way to room 10, try to keep an eye out, but I'll start at room 10 and then work my way backwards.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll put you there. And you're just going through from room to room. The themes are changing as you go through. You get into room 10, and there is a medieval theme going on in room 10. There's like knights. They're playing like lutes and flutes and all that stuff.
Shit, I walked right into the Mask of the Red Death. Okay. Okay, so...
And Axel, where are you guys? You and Scribe.
Scribe, are you splitting up from me?
We cover more ground that way, don't we?
Yeah. Do you want to start here? I can move in a little bit, or vice versa.
Yeah, I'll start here.
All right. I'll go to, let's say, 5.
All right.
Actually, no. I think 6. 6 may be better.
Okay, you go to room 6, and this is a very geisha, Japanese brothel themed area.
Oh.
There's like samurai armor hanging up on the wall, katanas on display, and there's this weird fusion of old Japanese cultural music, traditional music, mixed with electronic music going on in this room.
Okay.
If you see Arasaka, let me know.
I'll make sure to let you know. I'm not very fond of them either.
Oh, mine's the opposite. I'm
you're
good with
fond of
Arasaka.
them.
I'm
Oh,
fond
okay.
of Arasaka. I hate Militech. They're the ones that are after
Okay.
me.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, Scribe, where would you be?
I'll start in this reception room almost, and then I'll make my way around.
Okay. Jesus. Gonna clear my throat's all clogged. Alright, patch job. You're here in this room. They're playing medieval music, Renaissance style music, and you can tell that most of the people here are corporates. While in the other rooms, there's kind of like a mixed bag of people. Over here, it's mostly corporates. You're seeing people from all kinds. And if I can get a perception check from you.
Because I have awareness and then I have human perception. Would it just be awareness?
Yeah. It would be awareness. All right. And you cannot tell any of these corporates apart. You don't know what corporation they're from. They all kind of look the same to you.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess if that's the case, then I'm with how the entire room is set up. Is it like the central dance floor, and then on the side there's like the bar and such, or?
So it's set up much like a medieval tavern, like a D&D style tavern. There's a little small dance floor, but it's mostly like booths and tables where people are drinking, playing card games, and just having a good old time.
Okay. So if it's set up like that, then I guess first thing I'll do is if there's a bar for me to sit in, I'll go and I'll take a seat and see if I can order a drink.
All right, you do that. You sit at the bar, and they're only selling, medieval styled ale or mead and stuff like that. It's all within theme.
Okay.
And 4 credits later, you get a drink, and we're gonna move on to Axel. Axel, you're in this room, and it looks like there's a geisha show going on stage. With the drum beat, with the whole thing. It's a traditional Japanese geisha show going on stage. And a lot of the people here are very respectful, sitting down, no one's talking, everyone's actually watching the show. And let me get an awareness from you.
Okay, and can I add my combat sense to this?
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
you're on edge.
Roll and then... wait, it says I rolled it twice.
It was the first one.
The first one? Alright, so then it would be because the +6 isn't there,
yeah.
17.
So 17, alright. So, I was like, damn, did you roll a 1 too? So with the 17, you're able to see that there's different groups of people here from all kinds. There's corporates, there's edge runners, and just regular people that are the upper crust of society. And you see, interestingly enough, there is a table where it's clearly 3 Arasaka corporates. They're with their wives, and sitting with them is a non-Japanese Caucasian person. And if you get a little bit closer, you might be able to see the insignia that he has on his ring. But from what you can see, he doesn't look like he's from Arasaka.
Okay, could I move a little bit closer as to like nonchalantly, sort of like, oh, I'm getting up to get a better view of, the performance, when really I'm just trying to get closer to him?
Sure, you start walking closer and closer to him, and let me get a dexterity check.
Oh, just a straight dexterity?
Or any athletics, if you have athletics.
Okay. Let's see. Well, yeah, dexterity's higher, so. And then. However, hold on. No,
you don't have an athletic skill?
So that would be. I do. Hold on. What?
Oh, Jesus.
That doesn't seem right.
I was gonna say, like, wait, how do you not have athletics as a solo?
No, I have an athletics of 5. I don't know how I got a 2.
So you rolled a 1, and then you rolled a 10, and you subtracted 10 from it. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So does that just mean it's just crap, or?
Yeah, so you like super failed.
Oh wow. Oh my god.
So as you're getting up and walking towards this table, a waitress was walking by right in front of you. She didn't see you. It was her mistake. And she crashes into you with a tray of drinks, and you didn't even see her. You guys both blindsided each other. You're just covered in alcohol. She's apologizing profusely. Oh my god, sir, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The people at the table that you were going to go spy on, and everybody else, I mean, the show came to a halt. everybody's looking. There's glass on the floor, and it's a whole situation.
I'm just gonna act like, like it's just a normal everyday occurrence. I'm just gonna go, oh, ma'am, here, let me help you with this. It's okay, it's all right. It's fine. It happens. We all make mistakes. Just please carry on with the show. We'll clean up here. Ma'am,
Why don't
do you
I
know
get
where
a
can
cool?
mop?
Why don't I get a cool check from you at a -2?
Gotcha. Oh,
Do you
Christ.
want to still
Roll d10 plus. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the -2 in automatically.
Yeah.
Yay,
Okay, that's good.
critical.
Roll another d10.
Gotcha. Oh.
All right, you make a joke, you lighten up the situation, people start laughing, and you know what? Some of the people actually get up and try to help you out, including the odd one out at that table with the Arasaka
shit.
people. He just gets up, and it kind of looks like he's trying to impress the Arasaka people that he's with, and because he wants to be the guy that's also helping. So he like pulls out a rag from his pocket. The waitress brings towels, and people nearby. The show's like going back on, and people are helping you clean up, pick up the glass and stuff like that. And this guy's up close to you, and you can actually see his ring, and you see a Biotechnica symbol on the ring.
Oh shit! I remember them.
And it has a platinum trim on this ring. Is indicating that this guy is a mid to top level executive at Biotechnica.
Well, okay. What are the odds that he knows exactly who I am? Because if he's right up close to me, if he definitely knew, he would have probably oh, you. So, You know what? I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna look at him because he's the odd one out. I'm not gonna say, oh, I see that you're doing here. I'm just gonna say, thank you for helping. My name's Axel. I'd like to extend my hand once it's a bit more contained and we can let the people who work here finish it off.
All right. And as you do that, he takes your hand and he says, Lucius. And that's his name, Lucius. He shakes your hand, and we're going to go to Scribe. Scribe, you're in this main area. Do you move on from here, or do you try to talk to people?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to kick in some of my audio cyberware. So I'm going to use my level dampeners and the sound editing suite, tune out all the music. I've got the enhanced hearing, so I'll start trying to pick on conversations and adjust my hearing so I can pick out individual groups, see what they're talking about before I consider moving on. So if everyone's talking music, then I'm not going to pick up much. But if people are talking business, I might be able to pick up a lead, and then I'll consider moving on.
All right, why don't I get an awareness from you, +2?
That'd be 18.
That'd be 18. Okay, so you start listening intently. From a third-person observer, it just looks like you're hanging out and vibing and listening to the music just like everybody else, but you're laser focused on different conversations, and it's like you're mentally hopping from one person to the next, listening in for a little bit, tuning them out, going to the next person, and you're doing this meticulously. In the first room that you're in, you don't hear anything out of the ordinary, and I'm assuming you make your way to the second room. As you're doing that, you're just walking around this club, right, as you said before?
Yeah, so into room 2.
Alright, you go into room 2, and your audio dampener begins adjusting to the different style of music, because here it's a little bit louder, it's a little bit more punchy. It starts dampening the lower tones and raising the higher tones, and now you can finally hear the conversations. And as you're passing by the bar, you hear one guy say, "We got to make it look like we're patrons." And he says, "I know. Get me a jack." And when you look up at these guys, why don't I get another awareness from you? Oh, critical!
Oh my
critical
God.
pass. You're looking at these guys, and these guys have definitely accidentally flashed that they work for Biotechnica. It's a security symbol. The logo that they have is the security of Biotechnica. They're one of the contractors that they work with closely. And the reason you know this is because these are the same guys that were at the church when Axel and Patchjob and all those guys almost got their asses handed to them.
Okay. I'll take a quick video with my optic, download it. Can I send that to the agent and send it to the other two?
100%. And they'll get that immediately. And in fact, Axel, as you're having this conversation with Lucius, you get the ding on your agent. And, it would be rude to look at your agent unless you have some kind of neuralware that's connected to it.
No. So I'm just gonna let it be for right now.
All right, Patchjob, you get the message. You're not really talking to anybody.
Right, and I do have the neuralware to just see it immediately.
All right, you see it immediately. You see that this guy snapped pictures, and he got the perfect shot where you can see the security logo, and you know it all too well because you've dealt with these guys before.
Sure.
And it looks like there's 4 of them. They're all together, and Scribe is just snapping these pictures, sending it to you guys. And these guys are definitely packing heat, and they're looking for somebody.
You'd said with our radios we would have to basically yell so that we could hear each other?
Yeah, I mean, you would have to yell in each other's ear to be able to talk to each other. But with radios, you can just talk into the radio, and the other person can just have the speaker to their ear and be all good.
Because I have the radio link. Since Scribe is the one that sent it to us, Axel, do you have the audio enhancement or the radio link or no?
Well, you mean Axel? Axel is in conversation with somebody.
Right, but can he hear my audio, like just him, or?
Oh, I don't know, Axel. What kind of cyberware do you have for your audio?
Oh, okay. The only thing that could maybe count is just a basic neuralware processor. But other than that, no,
but it's not
nothing.
connected to anything.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Oh.
so yeah, you would have to do old school. Look at your phone, text message style.
I'm still. I get like another ding. I'm like, nope, not. Don't want to
Yeah.
like piss this guy off and then have him kill me. So.
Okay, so Scribe, you send this information. Patchjob, do you respond in any sort of way?
Yes. I would then just leave at the bar because I've already paid. Leave my drink there because I wouldn't actually drink it, and then I just make my way back to room 2. Just walking, not running or anything.
Okay. So you do that, and you're making your way. By the time you make it to room 7, let's go back to Scribe. As you're doing that, going to room 7, Scribe, these guys, they get their drinks, and you can see earpieces on all of them, and they are about to make their way to room 3, where there is a jazz indie rock vibe going on in there. And these guys stand out because in there it's a bunch of hipsters, but they don't care. They're looking for somebody. And they just start moving.
I'll use the agent again, send a message. These 4 security are on the move. I'm going to try and follow them.
Okay, why don't you give me a stealth check plus 3?
15.
Okay, now let's go average. Okay, you start following them, but 2 of them, they're looking around. And they're kind of looking for somebody. So if somebody's following them, they notice it a little bit. And they kind of notice you, but they don't think anything out of the ordinary. But it's like the first step to suspicion for them, right? You play it off, you just walk away, you start, doing some other activity. But they know you guys made eye contact for a second with 2 of them.
Okay, I'll do what I did in the first room. I'll really try and tune my audio into listening. If those guys are on commos, I might pick up if they're suspicious or what they're looking for.
The one guy that didn't notice you looks to the 2 guys and says, "Is that him?" And you hear him say, "No, it's not him. It's not him. Keep looking." And you hear them talk about what was the goddamn thing? What was the note? What did it say? I don't know, something about in the stone, sword in the stone. Shit, some shit like that. And one guy pulls out his agent, and the other three are looking at the agent with him, reading some type of note. The sword in the stone. That's what it is. The sword in the stone. What the fuck does that even mean? And we'll go straight to Axel. Axel, you shook this guy's hand. You got a ding on your agent right when you're shaking this guy's hand, and he said, and introduced each other. And he feels your grip, and he says, "Oh, you're a working man, are you?"
Yeah, not currently on the job now, but I do jobs.
Oh yeah, who do you work for?
Bit freelancing. You know, bit here and there for certain people, you know. Occasionally there's a few people who I owe a favor to. Just the usual kind of business.
He chuckles and he says, I get it. Hey, listen. I like the way you handled yourself back there. That's the kind of thing I look for. I have a knack for these type of things. I look for people that work with me. You know, just take my card. Think about it.
I will, and I will happily take his card.
He pulls out a card that you press a button on it, and it lets out a holographic image of the building that he works at in Night City. That is the Biotechnica headquarters, and it has his name, phone number, agent number, all kinds of stuff on there. And it's Lucius Defoe, and it says Biotechnica's security contractor is his title.
Okay.
And as soon as he gives you his business card, he says, "Oh, excuse me 1 second." He pulls out his agent, and he picks it up, and he says, "Is he there?" Still no. All right, make your way around. You'll find him. Anyway, I'll head back to my table now. What would you say your name was?
Call me Axel.
All right, Axel. I hope to hear from you soon.
Well, I'll give it a think, Mr. Defoe.
And he heads back to his table where he begins speaking Japanese to the Arasaka execs that he's with, makes a joke with them. One of them looks in your direction and they laugh, and that's about it. And right when that happens, Patch Job, you notice him walk into your room, the nightclub that you're in. You guys kind of make eye contact with each other.
Have sent us the whole sword in the stone thing?
Yeah, so at this point, your agent has just been blowing up, and Axel, now finally you'd be able to have a chance to look at your agent.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna look at my agent now, so I'm just gonna go, oh. Shit.
Yeah, so
Okay,
Patch Job
this is what
gets
I meant.
here, and you see the information on your agent right away.
Well, I told that Biotechnica man that I wasn't on the job, so if I walk up to Patch Job, he may think, you know what, I'm gonna come up and act all friendly to Patch Job. I'm just gonna walk up and go, hey, my man, what's going on? I didn't expect to see you here. And then I want to sort of move us away from that guy.
Okay. You guys can move away easily to the other side of the room. You guys are away, and the show is over now, and it's kind of like an intermission where people are drinking, hanging out, and talking. So there's no music playing, but you do hear the music from the other rooms playing and people's conversations.
Okay.
I'm going to send the message to Scribe, and then I'm just gonna talk out loud to you, like just kind of whisper it, like sword in the stone. I was in a medieval room over in 10.
I'm gonna like whisper back saying, any of the other rooms medieval that you passed by on your way here?
Would I have noticed that, or would I have to have rolled a...
No, you don't have
awareness?
to roll anything. No, that was the only room that had that theme.
Okay, and you've been through every single room, so...
Yeah. Or, I've really paid attention to these last ones, but yeah, I think room 10, something with a sword in the stone, we can go back and look there, and I'll text all this to Scribe.
I'll text back. See you in room 10.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Actually, if they're looking for something with the sword in the stone, you could possibly follow them, but then you might get caught. So it's up to you.
I'll send another message back. Already been spotted once. Don't want to push my luck.
Okay. Yeah. Then make your way room 10.
Yep.
All right.
Second that.
Do you guys meet at room 10 or do you meet at 9 and then walk into 10?
I feel meeting at 9 would be better. If we all do what I did before, act all friendly, like, hey, it's been a long time, I haven't seen you, how's things? How's Catherine? Something like that.
Right. And if we're doing that for the bar, I'll say like just openly out loud. Oh, I just came from the medieval one. Like you need to check it out. It's like all like fantasy tavern. Like it's the coolest thing.
All right, man. When I was a kid, I used to know a guy named Geralt. Sounds fun.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are having this conversation at room 9, which, by the way, is vampire themed, modern vampire, like Vampire the Masquerade style. Everybody's drinking wine. They're playing Godsmack, and you guys are in this area where people even have biosculpted their faces and have fangs and all kinds of stuff here, right?
I'll be listening then. Everyone needs some mage.
So the Scribe, as you made your way past those guys, they're kind of like staying in a room, observing the area, looking around, chatting up with people, and trying to find more information. So it looks like you guys are way ahead of them as far as the lead, right?
Okay. So we got maybe 5 rooms before they get to us.
Right. So from where we're sitting, could we just see into room 10, or is it blocked off?
Yeah, no, you can see into it. It's all open concept.
Okay. So I guess from where I'm at, I'll use my image enhancement. I'll try to look in a second time to see if I could see anything. I'll let them know that that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Why don't you're looking through your image enhancement, you know that you would probably get a better look if you were in room 10. So from here, I'd have you roll in awareness, but I'll give you a +2 if you go into room 10.
Okay. Okay, then I'll just say out loud if Scribe and Axel are, because Axel's right next to me. I'll just say out loud, look, let me show you, and I'm gonna like tug on Axel's sleeve, like trying to pull him, and then walk into room 10.
All right, man. All right, I'm coming.
Okay. And
All
then
right.
Roll awareness.
All right, awesome.
Sorry.
Awesome
Oh,
roll,
shit, I rolled
dude.
it twice.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah, shit. 16.
16 is not bad. +2 is 18.
Yeah,
So,
18.
so you walk into this room, and now with the second look, you're actually starting to see more insignias and stuff, rings, jewelry, business cards, pens. All of these have different logos, and you guys know how it is with the corporate life. These corporates, it's all about status, it's all about repping for the company, and it's their entire identity. So these guys subtly show what corporations they're from. And funny enough, in this room, there's almost 1 or 2 people from every corporation in Night City. Raventech, Microtech, Zetatech, Sovoil, Arasaka, Militech, and they're all mingling with each other. They're all sitting at different tables, talking to each other. It's kind of like a hallowed ground or a sanctuary is what it looks like.
Like Elysium for vampire. Because I see all these, do I see any trauma team?
Yeah, definitely. There is some trauma team people here. Some of them look like they're actually here as security for some of these corporates. And you even see some Euro solos matching the description. One of them matches the description of what that bodyguard said. He said one of them's got a little guy with him. And you definitely see a little guy with this Euro Solo. And he's sitting at the end of the room by himself. There's this giant Euro Solo at the table. And why don't I get an empathy check from you guys, or human perception?
Please have human perception. Ah, damn it.
Oof.
I think I'll put some luck into this. I'll add 2 points of luck.
Okay.
Alright.
All
okay,
right.
So, empathy, yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if you're
add
going to beat a
one singular
23.
point of- Probably not, but I'm going to get one singular point of luck.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right, 11 versus a 23. You guys can't get a read off of the little guy or the big guy. The big guy just looks serious. He's just like a serious Euro Solo kind of dude. And you know the type. He's on the job, obviously, so he's being professional. But Scribe, with all your experience and the different people that you've talked to as a media personality, you can tell that there's something going on with this little guy. He is nervous. He's tapping his foot under the table. He's biting his... You look at his fingernails, and it looks like he bites his fingernails. And in fact, right when you come up with that epiphany, he immediately pulls his right finger up to his mouth and starts biting on it. And you can see on the inside of his wrist, there's a tattoo, and it says EXC, and the rest is cut off by the sleeve of his jacket.
EXC.
That's correct. That's right. EXC.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is cut off by his jacket.
Does he buy anything that would look like a sword in the stone?
Yeah, I think I've figured it out. I don't know if Scribe would have figured it out.
Excalibur.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
Excalibur.
Looking from process of elimination and just putting all the information together from the bouncer, from the setting, and overhearing what the Biotechnica guys have done here, and just the fact that you did all that brought you to this conclusion that probably under this guy's jacket, the rest of the word will be Excalibur. And you guys are deducing that this is the sword in the stone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how are we going
Well,
to
that
play
shows
this?
who Biotechnica are after.
Mm-hmm. We could do the entire "we're a lot more powerful than you think we are." Have a person like approach him, be like, "Hey, like, how are you doing?" Like, send him a drink, and then pretend to be friendly, and then motion to like us around the room to show that we have it covered. I could try to talk up Trauma Team to make it look like we have more people on our side.
Maybe we'll let the Biotechnica goons try and take him, and we try a counter snatch. If this is the guy.
If we can get confirmation on the guy, why don't we tell him that he's hunted, and if he gives him what we want, we can get him out of here. You know, out of here. Oh, I didn't mean to roll initiative. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You pull out
I
your
didn't even
gun.
click anything.
Itching for
I
the
pull out
fight.
my gun and I shoot him right in the face. I just go bang. Sorry, my finger slipped.
Yeah.
All good ideas.
Alright, what do you guys think? Because my whole thing is oh, go ahead.
I'm just thinking a gunfight in here could go very, very badly.
Right.
Oh yeah.
There's many
no.
culprits not trusting.
Right, and that's why I'm saying, like, because right now we know that they're looking for him, and so, like, the person we're looking for, we know that they have information on us, but so would that mean they work for this shadow organization, or? John?
Yeah, it's assumed that he would be working for the Shadow Organization. He's one of their basically. He has the data. He's a data collector.
Right. And so if they're working with Biotechnica, if they're selling us out, I don't think they're here to kidnap him and such. So that's why that's from my perspective why I'm saying we need to make it look like we're a lot more powerful. We have a lot more things covered down, so then he could possibly give us the information. Because even if he has a solo with him, can he really start a fight with Trauma Team, with all of this?
Yeah. I'm wondering
Just
if
make
we
it
can,
look like it.
I'm wondering if we can get in touch with the guy on security. Ask him nicely if he'll, if there's something about to kick off, he might be quite happy to come and lend us a hand escorting this guy from the premises safely, and in return we might get some information.
Okay.
So,
So tell me what you guys would like to do.
All right, Patch Job. Well, how do you want to run your idea? Like, what do you want to do exactly?
So what I'm saying is that because Trauma Team's currently on the job, former Trauma Team, if there are any Trauma Team execs or anything like that that are here alongside the security, I would basically go talk to them, and basically if you guys approach him and you talk like, hey, try to be friendly, like, hey, you seem a little nervous. Are you okay? Like, there's nothing to worry about here. It could be a thing where you motion to me, and then Axel, you could possibly try to chat other people up, and basically show that we are with, like, I could pretend I'm with Trauma Team. I have backup, and you could pretend to have backup and such.
Okay.
Or we could do what I did before, and I could drug somebody and cause all that, but...
Yeah, no, I have a feeling that drugging someone in like a crowded space would not be a good idea. So let's go with that. Can I find someone interesting to chat up?
I mean,
that's
yeah.
Only if you guys want to do it.
Yeah, there's
down.
so many interesting
I'll go with
people
it.
nearby. I mean, there's people from every corporation. They're from every level. There's over 1,000 people in this room. It's a giant room just like the other ones. And there's people of all types. And some of these corporates, they're here with their wives. Some of them are here with their girlfriends, side pieces, stuff like that. And you're seeing all types of people, fully chromed out. Some of them have bunny ears or biosculpted to look like aliens or animals or stuff like that, wearing the highest fashion. And as you guys are making these plans, you see everybody kind of stop talking and look towards the entrance of room 10 over here. And are you guys near the entrance or near this guy?
We're probably near the entrance.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll say this guy
I was gonna-
is in this side of the room.
All right.
And
I was gonna say to Axel, you have that card that you got from Biotechnica. You could try.
Shit, yeah.
You could
Well,
try
actually,
to go
hold on.
up
Does anyone have better persuasion than me? I'll hand it to one of you guys. And, you may have better luck than me.
I don't have persuasion. I only have perception.
do you have,
Okay.
do you have intimidation?
No, I do not have intimidation. I have persuasion. It's just I don't have intimidation. I want to see if anyone has anything higher than me.
Yeah, you know,
'Cause,
so
like-
you could do intimidation is the stick and persuasion is the carrot.
More of a carrot kind of man myself.
So yeah,
I know
just
how to give him the stick.
it's all how you dress it up.
You could just walk up to them and just be like, "Hey, how's the night going? Like, hey, I got this card from a recruiter. Like, how do you guys work? Like, working there? Like, can you give me a little bit more information? Was he like giving me like just trying to? Was he just talking a bunch of shit about his benefits or anything like that?"
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. There's the 3 biotechnical dudes. I want to like meet them just before they start to like sort of search the area. I just want to chat them up. I want to show them the little hologram that I have, and I'm like, hey, look, listen, I was offered, not a job, but essentially a job interview. I have one question. What's the dental like?
All right, so this is what's happening. As you guys are formulating your plan, talking about what you want to do, and the card comes up, you are all focusing on the entrance because everybody's looking that way, and so you guys are all naturally looking in the same direction the crowd is, and you guys see a security detail escorting Octonaut, the celebrity. He's coming to room 10. He's going to perform here, apparently. That's what it looks like. People are clapping. He's walking towards that way, and there's a crowd of people behind him trying to get in. And among that crowd in room 9, you're noticing those Biotechnica goons. And they're trying to get in, but it looks like they might close off this room. They can't have too many people in here. It'll be way past capacity. And you guys are seeing this in a split second. These guys are trying to get in. Other people are going in front of them. And it's a hectic situation.
Can I push my way out and go talk to the Biotechnica guys?
Absolutely. If you want to if you want to go out, that's fine. People, they're letting people out safely.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that because you talked about like them potentially shutting it down. So if I can stall them long enough to where it shuts, they'll have to search for another way, and then I can just nonchalantly follow around, you know.
Okay, so you do that. You walk out, and you basically get real up close to them, and they one of them says, "Excuse me," and tries to walk past you. And what do you do?
And I'd like to show them the card that was given. I like to press it.
You press the card, and they do a double take and like stop in their tracks and look and say, "Wait, who are you?" And the other guy, sorry. And then one of the other guys says, "Is that Lucius's card?"
Why, yes, it is Lucius's card.
And
very observative.
And as you're having this conversation, you see the security just lock up the gate, and they say nobody else is allowed here. They make a human wall between room 9 and 10. And these Biotechnica guys go, "Oh, fuck, god damn it." Look,
I'm just going to look at them like surprised when they say that. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
And they say, "Are you here too on the job? Are you on the job?"
Yeah, I was told about something that was going on tonight. This was like my interview.
He says, "Listen, I don't know who you are, what you're doing here, but if you have Lucius's card, you're here for a reason. Our Mark's in that room. He's got to be. He wasn't in any of these other ones."
Could you tell me who I could be looking for? I wasn't given the best details.
We're looking for the sword in the stone. That's some kind of code word or something, some kind of password. If we find him and we say that to him, he'll know what that means.
And why this guy? Why this Mark?
Because the organization, they want him. Didn't you read the briefing?
I wasn't given a briefing. I just walked on in and they said, "Come do this." I'm on the clock here. I'm working with very little details.
Why don't you give me a persuasion +2?
Okay, so that is a 23.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
that.
he says, one of them says, "Look, man, just brief them. The more heads we have on this, the easier it'll be." And he says, "Okay, fine. Sword in the stone, that's what we're looking for. He works for some organization that messed up that lab. Remember the lab, Night City?" And you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute there for a second.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
Well, supposedly he's connected to that organization that messed up the servers in the lab. We're looking for him. He's got some data on him. I don't know if it's in a microchip or something, but he's got the data of all his employees, the buildings, all the real estate that they own, addresses, you name it.
I'm thinking about how to play this here.
While you're thinking about that, Scribe and Patch Job, you see them close off room 9 and 10, and you guys are isolated away from Axel. And Octonaut is making his way towards the stage, which is in this corner. And everybody's focusing that way while your guy is hanging out over here.
He's not in the corner anymore?
He's in this corner, the top left. and the performance is going on in the opposite corner.
Say to Scribe, like, do you want to just go ahead with the plan? You can make contact, buy him a drink or whatever, and then I'll chat up these trauma team and then make it seem like we already have people here and try to get information, try to get him to understand people are looking for him.
Yep. I'll put a plan in motion.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll start chatting up trauma team and see if I can make that connection.
Okay, why don't you give me a, let's see. Why don't you give me your medtech? Let's get medtech plus cool plus 1d10.
Medtech plus cool plus 1d10?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
You're gonna use...
there's the med.
Okay.
So then it's... Oh.
Well, you would have rolled, oh wow, you rolled a 10. Perfect.
Then my cool's a 5, so...
Alright, so you're chatting up with these people. While he's doing that, Scribe, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go and buy 2 drinks, and then I'm gonna just give Patch Job maybe 2 or 3 minutes, start doing his thing, and then just walk straight over to the Euro Solo and his guy. I'm hoping the idea that I've got 2 drinks is gonna put the Solo a little bit on edge, in that I'm obviously haven't got a hand free to pull guns on him.
Okay, so you're getting some drinks, 20 credits. Later, you're given 2 drinks, vodka on the rocks, soda, whatever you ask for. And you can see Patch Job is chopping it up with these medtech guys. And going back to Patch Job.
I just realized the roll. Did you want me to do the 1d10 plus my raw medtech skill plus my cool?
Yeah,
Was that what
medtech.
you...
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
So then
But you rolled a 10. You rolled a 10. It's fine.
21. It would have been a 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how do I don't know how to whisper, dude.
/W and then something else.
Okay.
Space and then the player's name.
Okay. So
/W Axel.
So Scribe, you are having you buy your drinks and you look over to Patch Job, and going to Patch Job, you walk up to these guys. They're not in their trauma team gear, but they have trauma team insignias on them, and one of them is obviously a trauma team exec, and it looks like he's taking these officers, meaning that they're higher promoted than just the regular dregs of trauma team. He's taking them out for drinks, and they're hanging out here just by coincidence. They're not really with anybody, and they're having conversations about past jobs and stuff like that. And you make your way to them. What do you say?
Okay, what do I say? As I make my way over to them, I'm gonna basically say, like, holy shit, it's nice to actually see some civilized faces for once.
And they look at you, and let's see if they recognize you. Alright. Alright. So, the exec recognizes you because they remember that there was something that went down a few weeks ago at a church in Night City, where on his desk came some paperwork where they had to deal with a bunch of dead corporate goons, and part of the report was somebody codenamed Patch Job that was there at the church, part of trauma team has worked in Night City's trauma team before, but started in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got kind of a reputation going on in the Night City Department of Trauma Team, and this guy remembers because he had your file. He got it transferred from Texas over to Night City. They have your picture, they have your fingerprints, they have everything. And he says, wait a minute, are you Patch Job?
Like, the very same. And I want Pat's job to try to play up a Texas accent.
Yeah, and he looks at you and he says, "Man, I've always wanted to talk to you, because what happened at that church? You were there, weren't you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened at that church was very strange to us, and we never really got to talk to you about it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to get out of there pretty quick. It was a hostage situation. Went completely south. Had no idea what we were walking into that day.
Yeah, and one of the other trauma team guys says, "Hell yeah, and if it wasn't for you and your guys, I think they said that all of them would have been dead, right?"
Yeah. And then I guess at this point I would just give them like, with a little bit of amended like details, just give them the rundown of like what had happened. We went through the basement. We were getting shot at by these corporate goons, and I'm actually gonna start implying like, it was actually Biotechnica guys that were fighting us.
And when you say Biotechnica, they raise their eyebrows and go, "Wow!" And the exec just shakes his head and says, "It's the same with all of them, isn't it? They're all the same. They're all the same." And as you're having that conversation, Scribe, what do? You see that they're having this like buddy brotherhood kind of conversation over there.
Well, hopefully that means he's settled in. So I'll let Patch Job keep doing his thing, and I'll start heading over to the solo.
All right, you head over. You head over to the solo straight line. He notices you coming to him, and he strangely locks eyes with you in a very robotic manner, and just looks at you. And as you get closer, he goes from a crossed arm stance to his arms are to his side, and the guy sitting at the table perks up, and now they're both looking at you.
Okay, I'll slow my pace down. Get close enough to be able to speak. I would like a very quick conversation with the individual sat down before the 4 separate corporate strike teams come in to try and extract him.
Yeah.
So I know you are very good, but I'm not sure you're good enough for 4 strike teams.
So as you walk, and the solo puts his hand up, signifying to you that that's close enough. Do you oblige?
Absolutely.
You oblige, and at that point, the Excalibur, we'll call him, he is about to talk, and that's when you say your spiel about corporate goons coming and that you have some kind of information, and you see immediately he goes pale. He's gaunt, and he tells he says, "3D, sit down," and that's the solo's cue. The cue for this solo just sits down automatically, looks straight ahead, and does whatever this guy says, leaving you space to sit down at the table.
I'll sit down, put both drinks on the table, and keep my hands on the table.
And
You have information I would like
and
regarding us.
he says, "Maybe you got the wrong guy."
No, the tattoo on your hand says otherwise.
"What about it?"
Sword in the stone, Excalibur.
Son of a bitch. He starts sweating profusely, and he pulls out a small baggie, and he makes a line of white powder on the table and snorts the line, and gets up and rubs his temples and says, "All right, how long do I have?"
Look at the skin watch. Maybe 5 minutes before the first team gets here. They're all in the building already.
So what do you want? Money? What do you want? What is it? Just spill it. If I'm gonna die today, just make it fast.
It's a certain organization that you hold data on. I would like a copy of it.
Data for... And then he looks at you, and it dawns on him.
I'll
And
smile. Nod.
and
Yeah.
he looks at you and says, "Listen, I work for the organization just like you. They'll screw me over just like they screwed you over.
Yeah, they probably will. But if they don't screw you over, 15 guys in tac vests and assault rifles will do it.
You have to promise you'll protect me. You'll get me out of here. You'll take me to safety. And then I'll help.
Yep, I've got guys, team already in this room, and kind of look over to where Patch Job is.
He looks
Medical
and
backup already set.
he looks and says, "The trauma team is good. That's a good start." All right, deal. But 3D goes with us. And the solo says nothing.
Yeah. Okay, information first though.
Well, can't really do it here.
Where? Where's best?
Somewhere
need?
somewhere where there isn't a bunch of people, that's for sure.
There's an exit in this room? Because
Yeah.
you said there was one on the other.
Yeah, so the exit is right here on the northern side, and as you see Scribe having this conversation, and Axel, you guys are having your conversation, they're briefing you, they're giving you all the details, the performance begins, and you see that the security are slowly letting people from 9 into 10, and letting people from 10 out of 9, but on a person-to-person basis.
Okay.
And they say
Well, since
they tap you on the shoulder and they go, we gotta get in there, move up to the front.
I'm gonna look. Listen, man, it's gonna look suspicious if 4 probably armed men walk in here. I'm gonna say probably with air quotes because we definitely are. I'm gonna say I'll go in first. Okay. Then you guys can shortly funnel your way in through. Because I'm assuming that since I have a body of 11, I look a lot bigger than them, right?
Yeah, but they're close. They're
Okay.
close.
So I'm just like that 1 extra ounce of flex right there is what you're saying.
Yeah, you're definitely a little bit bigger. But they look like you. I mean, it's not like. I mean, you guys pretty much look the same.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say, hey, you guys funnel in through. I'll go in first.
And they start
They're
making
kind of
their way
split
to
up.
the front. And so you're going first, right? You said?
Yes, I'm going first.
Okay. So you make your way to the front. Now, Patch Job, you see that this is all happening. You can see Axel on the other side. And it's obvious to you that these guys are going to get in sooner or later. So something needs to happen.
Since I'm still talking it up with these executives, I'm going to lean in real close and I'm going to say, and I'm going to be completely honest with you gentlemen, it looks like we're going to have a repeat of the church tonight. And then I'm going to motion towards like the other room.
And the exec and the other trauma team guys, they look over there. They see Axel, and they see the other guys with him. And they see that those are all rough-looking dudes that you just pointed at.
Right.
And
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it looks like we're going to be having a repeat. I'm still on the job, and I'm doing my best to try and keep trauma team assets safe. I want to keep you guys safe while I'm working.
And they look at you, and the trauma team exec says, haven't fired my pistol in a long time, but I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, what do we do then? Who are we protecting? Who's your client?
I'm going to motion to Scribe and the little guy and what was his name? 3D? I'm
Yep.
gonna motion to them and basically just say it's those 3 over there.
Alright, 3 of them. There's 4 of us.
Right. I'm gonna clarify. The little guy is our main is the main asset for protection. The other 2 are security with me.
And the other trauma team guys say, look, man, I know we got a brotherhood and everything going on, but what do you expect from us? Do you expect us to kill these guys?
That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just giving you the heads up that Biotechnica might come in and they might start shooting. I'm giving you guys the heads up. Protect yourselves. We might be the first responders on site. My main job right now is to get him out of here, but I'm not going to let any harm come to you or the security. I'm going to motion to the uniformed trauma team as well. Like, we just need to... I'm just letting you know to be ready in case something kicks off.
I'll tell you what the exec says. We'll distract him. We'll buy you some time. Get your guy out of here, because it looks like those guys are going to be coming in real soon.
All right. And then I'm just gonna go up and shake his hand, like thank you. If you ever need my services, I'm more than happy to help. I'm kind of part-time now, but...
Alright, as you shake hands, do you head over to Scribe?
Yeah, I'm going, if Scribe can see me, I'm going to, like, flash my eyes, like, red, like, we need to go.
Okay. Scribe, how do you react?
I'll nod as best I can across the room, pull out the agent and go, exit, northern door, now. Send it to both of them. And then look at Excalibur in 3D. Right, we're moving now.
He says, now? Shit. Okay. Now, okay. He gets up, drops his bag of synth coke, falls to the ground. He goes, fuck! God damn it. Oh, man. He bends down to try to get it up.
3D, move in, please.
3D looks at Excalibur and he says, I give you permission to listen to him for an hour. And 3D grabs him and begins taking him to the northern door. Patch Job, you're meeting him at the northern door. And Axel, they're letting you in at that exact moment. And the guys that you're with, they notice Patch Job, they notice Scribe, they notice it's 3D's fault. He stands out. He's this big giant dude. And they notice that guy. They look at him and they see the guy moving out. They're not sure, but one of them says, that's got to be him. That's got to be him. Come on, let's go. And they start making their way towards there, Axel. You're with them. How do you react?
Is there a fire extinguisher anywhere, like in the near vicinity?
There is, but it's to the left inside of room 10 over here, behind the bar.
Do you think from my angle I could get a shot off at it?
You would have to be closer to room 10, maybe over here, which is probably where you guys are, actually. You guys are like right there.
Yeah.
Filing in. So yeah, you have a shot.
Okay. Trying to think of how to play this here.
But as you're walking in, you're seeing these trauma team guys that Patch Job was talking to come towards you. I don't know if you guys had any contact about that.
I don't know. I haven't gotten anything.
Well, I would try to send the message through the agent, but that's only if he checks it.
Okay, so
I think you would have had time to check it. That's for
yeah,
sure.
so
You're
I'm
waiting
gonna look
there.
at that. I'm gonna go. Okay. Alright, so I definitely know that the trauma team guys are spotting those three.
Yeah, so those three don't notice the trauma team guys, and they're trying to walk in, and these trauma team guys are walking against you guys. And who's in front? Are you in front of them? Are they in front of you?
I'm in front of the three other men.
Okay, so you're in front, so the trauma team guys get to you first, and one of them clearly is accidentally, air quotes, spilling his drink on you. Do you let it happen, or do you try to dodge out of the way?
I'll let it happen.
Alright. He soaks your already soaked jacket from the other drinks that have fallen on you.
Just what I need. More drinks, mate. More drinks.
If you could
Who do you
drink your
think you
shirt,
are?
you'd be drunk.
Yeah, I probably could. I'm gonna look at this guy and I'm gonna say, "This is the second time this has happened tonight." Is everyone in here
And he
boozed
looks
up?
and he says, "Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't mean to do that." And his
Yeah,
other buddy
yeah,
spills
sorry,
his drink
my
on you too. His other buddy, but this time it looks
Oh.
purposeful.
Son of a bitch.
And these Biotechnica guys, one of them says, "Yo, what the fuck's your problem, man?" and pushes this trauma team guy. And the other three are saying, "Let's go, forget this, forget this." And they're trying to get that guy to go and for you to go together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna push them out of my way. Like the, what is it? The trauma team guys just fuck off, you know? Just move out the damn way. Because I'm, like, obviously bigger than them, yeah, so I can just push them aside.
Yeah, why don't you give me a body check, or let's see. Let's look at your skills. What kind of skills can give me, like, some kind of... It would actually be an attack. It's a grapple.
Okay, so, like, a grapple.
Yeah, so why don't you give me a grapple check?
Okay, I don't actually have oh my god. I don't have grapple, so...
It would be your brawling. It would be brawling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally hit melee. My bad.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh
Brawl.
my god.
Ooh, 11. Alright. Oh!
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
You push this trauma team guy out of the way. He falls on his other buddy. The 4 Biotechnica dudes that are with you trip over these guys. And you're the only one standing as these guys are on top of each other. And now they're exchanging blows. And there's a whole punch up going on in the middle of this hallway.
I'm running.
You're running. You,
towards
Patch Job, Scribe, Excalibur, and 3D make your way out of the nightclub, out of the northern entrance. Security is filing into the club as you guys are getting out because they hear the commotion that's going on. And you guys move out into the exit area, which leaves you in a street corner of Night City. On the opposite side, you're still in Studio City. And there's cars driving by, there's people, there's alleyways, there's stores. You're in the city now. And Excalibur says, "What now? Where do we go?"
Do you have a car?
No, I don't have a car.
We have the van.
The van's been shot up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, from where we're at, are we looking out into a parking lot or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a parking lot with a bunch of cars and stuff like that in there.
Okay. So, I'm going to find the vehicle that can seat all of us, and then I'm going to, I guess, attempt to break into it.
Okay, from all these beautiful vehicles that are over there, there's a luxury vehicle about the same size as a S500 Mercedes or S600. It's a big old wide... Actually, you know what? A G-Wagon is better. It's like a wide, boxy, exotic luxury car. And that would fit all of you guys.
Okay. Try to break in. I have my basic tech skills, so I hope I don't trip any alarm.
Alright, let's get it.
I also have... let me see, because I think I have tools. No, it's all medical, so just basic tech.
Okay, so basic tech, let's see. It's going to be a little bit difficult because it's a high-end car. Oh, jeez. Meep, meep, meep. The alarm goes off, and one of the security attendants at this parking lot looks in that direction and says, "Hey, what's going on over there?" And starts making his way towards you guys with his flashlight.
We need to just keep getting out of this place. We need to move.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. We have to deal with that situation, so I'll just flat out bust the window.
Alright, you bust the window. He says, "Hey!" And he begins to pull out a firearm as you guys are getting into the window. And he says, "Get out of the car! Get out of the car!" And you hear him talk on his radio. And he says, I need backup.
I've lost the keys.
There are no keys inside.
Okay, I guess I'm trying to do multiple things here. Axel, do you have a suppressor? Did you buy the suppressor?
Yeah, I did actually, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so
Do you want
if
me
not,
to drop
then
this, man?
that's up to you. I'm gonna try to hotwire the car.
Alright,
All
yeah,
right.
fuck it. I'll drop this
Poor
guy.
innocent bystander is going to be murdered just because he's doing his job. Roll me
Fuck him.
an ambush attack at +3.
Okay, so do you just want me to roll a handgun?
Yeah,
at
a
+3 then?
handgun to hit. He's close enough.
Alright.
I would say he's about...
So
Yeah,
24.
you definitely hit him. You definitely hit him. Roll your damage. Okay. It was the first one, right?
Yeah.
All right. You fire your suppressor. Fire another shot.
Since I clicked it twice, would you just say, because there's a second one on my screen, do you want to just count that one, or do you
Yeah,
want me to
the
do another
damage,
one?
sure, but let's see if you hit the second time.
Oh, okay. Alright, and... I
All
don't know
right.
why it's hitting me twice. My mouse
It's
is
fine.
just
No
messed
worries.
up.
No worries. Yeah, the second one also hits. So you do 5 plus 9, 14 damage to this poor officer or security officer. And he does not look like he's well equipped for any kind of combat. He gets shot, falls to the ground. You hear him moaning. And as you do that, let's get you hot wiring the car, Patch Job.
Okay.
All right.
21.
You turn over the engine. The alarm finally turns off. The sound of the alarm turns off, and as you get it running, you have to navigate your way out of this this parking lot. So why don't I get a driving check from you, as you have to do this fairly quickly.
Don't have driving. What else would I roll?
So just roll your reflex plus D10 plus 2.
Okay, so
All right, plus your reflex. What's your reflex?
because my reflex is 7.
7. Okay, so 15. Yeah. So you drive out of this parking spot.
Wait. For fluff, if I'm driving past him, I'm gonna throw a medical kit at him. Like, just try to throw it so that it's near him and then drive away.
All right, you do that. You throw a little first aid kit on by him. He's writhing on the ground. He can't even move. He's bleeding, and it doesn't look like he's gonna make it, in your medical opinion. You make a right turn out of that parking spot, go around a hairpin turn, and you're driving straight into 3 security personnel that begin firing on the vehicle. But before they fire, we can get a shot from sorry, I forgot your name. Scribe.
I'd probably be in the back trying to get as much information as I can out of Excalibur about what he needs to give us this information. Not sure I'd be in the best position to get a shot off.
So you're trying to convince him to talk to you, and he's like, "Not now, man!" And he's kind of like ducking in the back seat, trying to take cover. And he says, "3D, do something!" And at that moment, 3D punches a hole through the roof of this G-Wagon, pops out from the moonroof as you're making this turn, and you see the security personnel in front of you. He stands up, pulls out his right arm, and his right arm, completely cybernetic, a pop-out gun comes out of it, and he begins opening fire on these security personnel, just raking the area with fire. And they duck for cover and move out of the way, and you guys have a clear path out of this parking lot.
Hey, Patch Job, could you just put pedal to the metal, please?
Yeah, I will attempt to do so.
Okay, you do that. You start driving. Let me get another driving check from you. So it's the same roll.
1d10 plus my reflex, so then the 7 plus okay.
Yeah.
So 18.
18. Okay, sounds good. I don't know why I can't delete this god thing. There we go. 18. That's great. You make a turn out. There, a light was about to turn red. It's yellow. It was just about to turn red at that breaking point where it would have been an illegal maneuver, but you just zoom past that light, and you make it past this street, and you're on the streets. Looks like you're away from this nightclub. You're starting to hear police sirens in the background as they're heading over to the Maiden's Kiss, where you guys had exited. And you have a brief moment to have a conversation.
Right, Excalibur, what do we need and where do we go?
Oh man, is this your idea of safety? God damn it! Holy shit, man.
We can U-turn and pick back with Biotechnica.
Yeah, if he says this out loud, then I'm gonna say we'll get you to safety. Start talking, or we leave you here.
All right. I have all of your phone numbers. I have all of your addresses. I have everything on a data drive.
Where?
Well, here. 3D has it.
3D, as you're listening to me for the next hour, please can I have the drive?
And he says, "Oh shit, fuck!" And 3D unbuttons his shirt, and you can see that his entire chest is cybernetic. There's all kinds of electronic devices on them, and he presses one of the buttons on his chest, and out ejects a rectangular object, and it's obviously a data drive, and he hands it to you.
Thank you very much.
And he says, Excalibur says, "God damn it, 3D, you stupid piece of junk. Oh shit. Just please don't kill me. Just don't kill me."
I'm going to just start shushing him. Don't worry. You'll be good. Look, at this point, because of what just happened, you'll probably be hunted like us. I know a guy who can get you to safety. Just calm down. We'll get through this. I say this looking through the rearview mirror.
And he looks at you guys, and he kind of stops. And how are you guys behaving?
Oh no, I think I'm just sitting there, just waiting to see if anything comes our way.
For me, I'm just thinking, yeah, I think I need to give my mentor a call, like tell him like, oh shit, I did it again, like I got into some more shit and involved trauma team, like I'm starting to owe a bunch of people a lot of favors.
And
so I'm screaming on the inside.
As you guys are having this conversation, 3D pipes up, and you hear in a robotic voice that is trying to sound human, he says, "Collision imminent." And Patch Job, why don't I get a driving test from you?
The same one?
Yep.
Okay.
I think I'm going to put on my seatbelt as quick as I can.
Joke's on you, I already have mine on.
Plus 7. But it's plus 7. And the 2.
And so plus 9 is a 12. Yeah. Not enough to dodge this black on black vehicle that is just T-boned you guys from the side of the car. Boom! The collision is heard around the street, and you guys tumble. The car flips and tumbles, hits against the wall, and each one of you roll me 4d6. All right, that is straight to your HP.
Oh my. Lovely.
Okay.
So that current HP is 44.
Oh, which number's the number we rolled is straight to our HP?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's straight to your HP. Sorry, say that again.
Any reduction for body type or anything like that, or just straight?
No,
straight
in red they took that all body type modifiers and stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. As the vehicle finally stops, tumbling and crashes against the wall, you look into the back seat, and 3D is dented a little bit, but he's okay. Excalibur, on the other hand, it looks like he's unconscious. And you guys are getting your bearings with you, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, getting your bearing and your direction. And you guys can see that the vehicle that crashed into you is also not in very good shape, as it is crashed against the wall. But out of the vehicle, 3 men crawl out with firearms. And they crawl out of this wreck and try to aim their weapons towards you.
If everybody has their bearings, I'm just going to yell out loud to Axel and Scribe, like, if I die here today, like, take my trauma team patch, like, and call the number.
Will do.
How does seriously wounded work in this?
Half health.
Yep, I'm seriously wounded.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Okay.
Oh, I'm like nowhere near.
Yeah, well, the good news is these guys look like they're not in good shape either.
And John, out of curiosity, do I recognize these guys as the Biotechnica agents from inside? Like, if I
They
peek
are
out the
dressed
car,
the same,
they're dressed the same.
but it's not the exact same guys.
Oh, shit.
But they're bleeding and not in good shape. As I said, they crawled out of their vehicle, and you guys are about this close from each other. And let's get quick initiative. Let me just get the initiative timer here.
Just to let you know, remember how I had asked, like, what happens if we die? I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen.
All right, Axel, so you're first to go then.
Okay, so hold on. Are the two other people to the, what is it? The right of us, like 3D and...
Yeah, that's right. 3D and Excalibur, but he's unconscious. So let's put a little mark here to let you know that he's no good.
Oh, is it 3D or Excalibur that's unconscious?
Excalibur is unconscious.
If I were to show the thing from Lucius, do you think I could join Biotechnica?
Well, I mean,
Like,
to be
but like
honest,
play it off as I'm there.
oh no,
Like,
definitely
I'm
not.
undercover.
Definitely not. Not at this point.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, no.
All right,
They
well,
they knew
that's
something
good.
was fishy, that you got away and those guys didn't, and they sent some goons after you just to make sure. And that's what you guys
damn
are
it.
seeing right now.
Okay, well, the good thing about John being in your games is I have a 3-round burst
That's right.
thing for my pistol. So I definitely plan on using that on these three lovely gentlemen here. Which could I like? So they're all like kind of battered, right?
Yeah, they look like their accident hurt them as well.
Okay, and are they all armed the same? Like,
Yeah, this guy in the front and this guy both have SMGs. The guy in the back looks like he has a bit high caliber pistol.
Okay, I'm taking aim at this guy, and I'd like to fire my 3 shots.
Okay,
Bang, bang.
are you gonna move or are you gonna stay there?
I'm gonna move up like right. Can I move like? I don't want to move up too far. So
Are you not
what
able
is
to
the
control
position of the car?
Are you not able to control the thing?
Oh no, I can. I'm just.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the position of the car like?
Okay, so I'll tell you right now. This is your car right here against a wall. It like crashed against the wall of a building. And then there's another building over here where these guys' car is. And they're out
Okay.
like that. And then in the middle here is just Main Street. And then we'll say there's a
Okay, 'cause
car
I-
here.
Because
Just put some
I don't
around.
want to be in the wide open. So.
All right, so
could
these
I
are
just
it's
from
various
this
cover.
distance- yeah. Okay, so if I were to move up to like here and then fire it, like I don't know how to do the arrow, but
Right there.
yeah, that guy.
So you would be right here. Or you could do it from either that square or the one after.
Yeah, here, right here.
Okay, so from there you are 7 squares away with your pistol.
Mm-hmm.
You would need a 20. You might want to get a little bit closer. Unless you think you could roll a 20 to hit.
Honestly, I have 3 luck. I already used 1 point. I'll dump 2 more. Oh. They look battered. I'm not. Fuck it. How close can I move up? Like right here?
Yeah, up to your move. So you're good.
Yep. Yep.
All right, let's
Firing away.
let's get a 15, actually 18 for a 3-round burst.
Okay. And I'm gonna put my 2 points of luck.
Okay. All right, it's
18.
18. So roll 3 bullets of damage to this guy.
Thank God. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
All right, so that's 14 plus 7, 21. Let's see here. 21 minus. Okay. You fire a 3-round burst at this guy, and you see the bullets connect. They go through his Kevlar, and they pierce him, and you see blood splattering. He's not in good shape. You got some good shots off of him, but he's still alive. I think you can get another 3-round burst off.
Yep, he's going night.
All right,
Yes.
that's a hit. Roll
Thank
that
you,
damage.
1, 2, 3.
All right, another 3-round burst hits him. Oh, wait, I've totally forgot about doing this.
The armor.
Range. All right, first one was torso, second one was head, and you put 3 controlled shots tight into his head. He falls down to the ground dead against the vehicle as half of his face is blown off. And
That's what I like to see.
this guy will go next. He's going to fire his SMG at you at a 3-round burst.
God.
All right.
No.
He's 5 away. He needs a 13 to hit. So.
Please, for the love of God, fumble.
All right, that's a hit.
Oh no.
Let's. Yeah. So that's all 3 rounds. Roll.
Oh God.
Let's see here. SMG is 2d6. So first
Well,
bullet,
gentlemen, it's been nice knowing you.
second bullet, third bullet.
Okay, so I have body armor of 15. Why are those hitting me?
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot to roll that. Give me 1 second. Body, torso.
Okay, so I have 15. So technically none of those pierce, right?
Exactly, but you lose 1 HP and 1 armor for each bullet that connected.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
fine. So that means my body is now down to 12, and my HP is down from 44 to 41.
So
Because I've been hit 3 times.
he fires at you while he's moving, and he gets into up close, this close to you as he
Oh wow.
ends his turn. And then that guy's dead. So Scribe, it is your turn.
Okay, so as I'm seriously wounded, what does that entail for me?
You have a -3 to all your checks. Unless Patch Job can do a medtech check on you and take you out of serious, you'll still be seriously wounded, but technically you won't be because he'll have stabilized you.
Right, I think, yeah, I'm going to try and get behind the car, get some cover, and kind of point at the gaping wounds in my chest and go, Patch Job,
You
can
could
you do anything?
you could crack a shot as well.
I don't fancy shooting into melee, and other side of the car, I don't think I'd hit with a pistol, not with a -3.
Yeah, with a -3 you would need a 28, yeah, to hit that guy. And this guy you would need a 23.
Yeah, I'm more about getting myself patched.
Okay. And who else to do it but Patch Job?
So John, funny story. My current HP has never been what my actual starting HP was every time we ran a game.
That's
So I've always
hilarious.
had a lot more health than I've been playing with.
That's hilarious.
So I'm not seriously wounded. So yeah, I'll go ahead and patch him up. I actually have a surgical kit, and then I have a bunch of medical tools, so I'll do everything I can to stabilize him.
All right, do a medtech check with +4 because of all the tools that you have. All right, perfectly executed. You're able to patch up his wounds, even pull out a foreign object very quickly, and you put some gauze all over him, and you strap him up, and he's no longer seriously wounded. All right, and you can move, or you can just stay where you are.
Okay. Let me see. And what did you say the stats were for the scope?
+2 to hit.
+2 to hit. So let me see. From where I'm at, could I? The guy that's right in front of Axel.
Yeah, eight squares. You're using what? SMG?
Yeah, SMG.
Okay, yeah, you need a 15.
Oh, please
Okay.
don't hit me.
I'm gonna do everything I can because I've never used my luck before. So I'll roll my SMG and then the scope. What did you say again? I'm really
Plus
sorry.
2.
+2. Okay.
Yeah.
And then plus another 2. So it'd be +4.
All right, that's enough. So roll your 3-round burst damage.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Ooh, that's big boy damage. Okay, keep going. 2 more.
2 more. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. 3-round burst.
Okay, this guy is dead. As he was running towards...
Wait, John, where is he getting hit? Because he...
Oh, yeah,
could be
you're right,
one-
you're right. I forgot about that. Let's see here. Legs. He gets 3-round bursted in the legs, and 2 of the shots hit him in the leg. He falls forward, is about to trip up onto Axel, when the 3rd bullet hits his neck, and you see this guy just go limp right away. His eyes roll to the back of his head, and he falls down to your feet, Axel, dead. And that's
Wow.
it for our buddy there. This guy's the only guy alive. He's going to charge as all this is going on, and he's going to take a melee attack against you. So this is against your evasion, Axel.
Okay.
So you're going to roll
So-
against this roll.
Okay, I don't have evasion, but could I use athletics?
Everyone has an evasion. It's like a basic skill, so just do dexterity +2 plus d10
Okay. Just making
versus 18.
sure. Roll 1d10, and that was plus my dexterity and 2, so
Yeah.
that is... Please, for the love of God, give me what I need.
Oh,
I'm 1 off.
you just
and I have no more
barely
luck.
miss as he swings a baton at you, which is a light melee weapon. Oh, wait, sorry. Let me get my cheat sheet here.
Before we move on, may I ask where he's hitting me?
Yeah, he's aiming at your arms. I rolled it right there.
Okay.
Arms.
Alright, cool.
And it's going to be 1d6. And this goes through half your armor. Oh, he only does 1 damage. He does
So,
no
like, do I
damage.
only- Oh, he does no damage?
No, no,
Alright.
he does no damage. He's going to take a back swing at you, so let's do that same roll again. Try to beat a
Alright,
17.
Hold on, I'm gonna... I should have copy-pasted it, but it's too late now.
You could press up on the box, like you just left click the box and then press up.
Oh, that's too late. I kind of typed it in, and I fumbled.
That's fine. Alright, you failed that one too. Okay. He does 5 damage to you and ignoring half of your armor.
Okay, so it ignores half of my armor, then that's 6. So...
Okay.
Would I take 1 damage and lose 1 armor then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he with his cyber arm, he swings at you, you block with your arm, you take the damage on your arm, but it doesn't do that much damage to you.
Okay.
And next, it's going to be 3D. He's going to turn the corner over here and take a 3-round burst with his pop-up gun at our buddy over here. So first shot is, I believe, a miss, actually. Oh, that's a hit. So 1 bullet. Only 1 bullet of damage.
Come on, 3D.
So 5d6.
Oh my god.
Alright, yeah, assault rifles are no joke. Okay.
It's okay, patch job.
That's hilarious, patch job. And he's going to take another shot. Oh, critical!
Oh my god.
Alright, first one was to the arm. Second one, oh, to the head! Double damage! And let's go to critical head. Blurry vision. I think he has more than blurry vision, as this guy was shot in the head with an assault rifle, doing 24 damage to his head, and his cap is split open as he falls to the ground, dead right next to you, Axel. And you have 2 dead Biotechnica goons. There's chaos going on in the streets.
Shit.
And we are back out of combat. And you guys need to get the hell out of there because the cops are on the way, for sure.
Oh god. Okay, do you think I could quickly loot the bodies?
Yeah, sure. You go through their corpses. 200, 120, 200. That's how much
So
money you
that
find
is-
off of them.
That's in total 520.
Yep. And these two
Gotcha,
guys
just wanna
have
make
light
sure how much I had.
SMGs, and the guy in the back has a heavy pistol.
How much damage does the heavy pistol do?
3d6.
I will definitely take that.
Okay. It is
It's always
yours.
helpful to have
Rate of fire
another
2.
pistol. Rate of fire 2. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So 3d6.
You pick up their
And is there
weapons. Sorry, go ahead.
any, clip?
Yeah, he has ammunition with him.
Oh no, I mean like how much in a clip.
Oh, 8.
Alright, cool, thank you.
Yeah, so you guys are hearing the sirens. The police are getting closer and closer. How do you behave?
I'm going to run over to Excalibur, and I guess I'm going to do a quick assessment to see if he needs immediate attention, like he's dying, or if we just pick him up and we get out of here.
Roll me a med check.
Actually, I have another idea of what I could do,
Okay.
but I'll roll the medtech because that's my first thing.
Okay, yeah, so he's definitely not doing well. It looks like he has some liver damage because he's bruised in that area of his body, and he could have some internal bleeding.
Right. Okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and start patching him up, and I'm gonna say guys, quick, we have two ways to do this. We could either have 3D up here pick him up and go, or we could try to bullshit our way through the cops. I still have my trauma team patch, and I'll say he's my client.
If we get pulled by the cops and they confiscate everything, we've lost the drive.
Right. So, you guys think split up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Question is who goes with who?
I'll have. If 3D's still following your orders, tell him to follow my orders. And you two get out of here with the drive. I'll try to bullshit my way through the cops saying he's my client and get us extracted. I have a
Good.
friend I can call.
All right, you
3D.
can do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say 3D follow patch jobs commands for the next 2 hours.
You see his lights turn red, yellow, green, and he says affirmative.
Alright. So then I will use my my medical kit on Excalibur.
All right.
And basically just try to stabilize him. I'm going to pull out my trauma team patch. I'm going to slap it on my jacket, and I'm going to see if I can convince them that he's my client.
Okay, sounds good. Why don't you give me a medtech +4, and while you're doing that, 3D will stay with you. He's above you. Okay, perfect. You're able to see that there's internal bleeding for sure, and with your medical kit, you're able to suck out the excess blood that is within his body while doing a blood transfusion with whatever kit that you have on you. It's a limited supply, but if you can get him to a hospital in time, he should be okay. You have him stabilized. So Axel and Scribe, you guys have the hard drive, and you guys can move on if you'd like.
Absolutely.
We outie.
All right, I'm assuming you take the vehicle.
If it'll still work.
It works.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
drive, Axel?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Nah, I'm good. I'm going to say to 3D right now, I'm going to give him my agent. I'm going to tell him to go ahead and text Axel, like the same thing I had said earlier. If it turns out I die, call this number and tell them I died. Tell him to tell Axel that, to text it.
Will do.
And Axel receives that message as him and Scribe hop into this broken roof G-Wagon and drive out of this area of Night City, out of Studio City. And as they look in the rear view mirror, they can see the police cars rolling up, parking, getting out. And you see Patch Job, 3D, and Excalibur in your rear view mirror. You see the cops talking to them. They have their weapons drawn. And it looks like there's some kind of conversation going on. But before you can see what's going on, They are gone out of the horizon, out of your rearview mirror, as you guys have made yourself out of there. You can only hope that Patch Job makes it out of there in one piece, and that this plan is bulletproof. And we can only hope that there's something on that hard drive that our Cyberpunk on the spot players can find to unravel this mystery as to why this shadow organization wants them dead, who's behind it, and what they can do to survive in the dark future. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done today. I'd like to thank Axel, Patchjob, and Scribe for being a part of this game. I know it was a little short notice today, so I really appreciate you guys, especially you, Scribe. I know you stayed up till 2 a.m. UK time just to play. It's pretty awesome.
No problem. It's been fun.
All right. Hope you guys had a blast.
That was a lot of fun. Always. I nearly betrayed you guys too.
Yep. He
Oh no, I saw that too when you'd first said like, "Oh, can I work for Biotechnica?" Like you were just gonna turn on us.
He whispered to
"Great."
me, "Can I turn on them?" And I said, "Dude, you can do whatever you want."
And like honestly, that bit right there kind of killed it. The minute he said, "Yeah, no, it's beyond past that," I'm like, "All right, fuck it, I'm just with you guys now." However, I still have my motives.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. You can't trust that guy.
Exactly.
All right,
character.
guys.
Trying to be secretive here.
I'm going to take off. Thank you so much for everybody watching out there. We'll see you on the next game. Thank you for all the support and the love and the care. Is there anything you guys would like to say before we finish? Anything you want to plug? Anything that you guys are doing online or stuff like that? No?
I mean, I don't know about. Isn't like the rules of like the server that you have, John, like to not mention Discord servers?
No, that's fine. You're a trusted person. So it's only because
Okay.
I don't let like random people just come and link their Discord in our Discord, you know?
All right, cool. Cause like I got a starting Discord. Well, it's not really starting. We have like a good amount of people in mine. It's literally called Cyberpunk: The Distant Future, where it's a bit of a smaller group, not like John's, but like you're more likely to sort of find a game with people here because there's like a bunch of people constantly, GMing, trying to play. And it's not just Cyberpunk too, a bunch of other tabletop RPGs, but the main focus is Cyberpunk. So,
Yeah, well, we should definitely connect with our Discord, and if you guys are watching this, make sure you join our Discord community, and the link will be in the description. Let's try to link up and help people, because we're all about helping people find games. That's it.
yeah.
I would say I'd go ahead and eat that link, and then if we're shouting something out, then everybody should go and watch EagleCon this weekend. It's for a good cause.
That's right. EagleCon, it's for autism awareness, right? That's what's going on? Yeah, there's an announcement in our Discord. If you guys want more information on it, it's over there. You guys can get all the information you need. And Scribe, is there anything you'd like to plug?
No, I've got nothing to plug, unfortunately.
No, it's not unfortunate at all. You're great. You're all great. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are some of the best players that I've played with. And I can't wait to do the next one.
Yeah. Hold on, before you go, John.
What?
Everyone watching, like, subscribe, share, do all that, because John's underrated. He deserves more views.
I appreciate
Alright,
it,
that's
buddy.
it.
Thank you. I'll give you your $20 after.
Thanks. Shh, you're not supposed to tell them about that, John.
Whoops. I'm just too
God.
honest. Damn it.
Just edit it out.
All right.
Fine.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Take care.
Alright.
Be safe.
Thanks, John.
Thanks. Bye.